Hello there and welcome to this video. I hope you're all doing well today. We're going to be talking about why student leadership is important when you're preparing for college. So stay tuned for that. In today's video, we're going to be covering 5 areas that are going to be crucial to really understand how to prepare leadership. Because leadership is something colleges want to see, and you're going to want to develop not just for success in college, but success beyond college. So we'll be delving into all of that and talking about these 5 key points next. We talk about leadership, we have to talk about mindset. I want you to do a quick thought experiment. I do this regularly with people to kind of get the point of what I'm talking about when I'm talking about how mindset and leadership are connected. So imagine, if you would, working over somebody that you want to hire, working with somebody who is impatient, unkind, easily angered, always keeps record of wrongs, never has your back at all, doesn't persevere, they're ready to give up at any moment, they aren't hopeful, they're negative, dishonor people, all of these kind of character traits. Imagine for a moment whether you would want to work under, for, or with somebody like that. Now, imagine the opposite. Somebody who is kind, somebody who is patient, somebody who is hopeful, somebody who is perseverant, somebody who's going to protect you, they have your back, somebody who is patient, and all of these positive traits. Who would you rather work with or for? Inevitably, it's that other person. And when you want to connect with people like that, you are willing to follow them. You're willing to let them lead. Now, that's only part of it, but that's a significant part of it. Other skill sets would be ability to make decisions, ability to know when to follow, because leaders also know when to step back and let somebody else kind of take charge. Those are all kind of people skills as well, how to communicate well. All of that, every one of those things be pointed to mindset training. So you begin to train your character through train your mindset, and then you work on the skill set. One of the reasons we try to encourage kids in high schools to get involved in extracurricular, why to get involved in sports, why to get involved in clubs and all, is you begin to put yourself in positions where they're going to need people to lead. It comes really naturally in those kind of settings and structures, more so than it does necessarily in the classroom. Although, of course, there are opportunities for that too, that teachers will sometimes look for, as they get kids to do cooperative learning and work in groups and do a group project and assign leadership roles and all. Student government is also another obvious area. But by putting yourself in those situations, the skill set of leadership, the ability to communicate a vision, to organize your time, to prioritize things you need to do, to delegate authority, all these different things that leaders need to do, you develop through practice. You develop by doing them. You develop by being put in a position where you need to do those things. Of course, as I just kind of alluded to, your mindset helps you do that more effectively, helps you make mistakes and recover and learn from those, because you have developed that ability to grow personally, to learn from every situation, to learn from your mistakes. Those are mindset issues. The skill set is all those other things I just mentioned. Leadership can help you develop the academic skills. When you are involved in leadership positions, you need to have organization, you need to develop self-discipline. These things then, when they get applied to the academic realm, can help you do well academically. So they kind of go hand in hand, which is one reason why colleges want to see you in leadership positions. I'll give you an example of somebody who worked under me, who was just out of college and was working on on certification as a school administrator. So he had already got the degree, but now there's some more like licensing stuff. He's working as an ed tech for me while going to school. He actually graduated from the same high school as me, several years behind me. But he was a scout as well. He was involved in athletics. He's a baseball guy like I was, but he was also an Eagle Scout. That's all about leadership development, just becoming an Eagle Scout. Today, he is the principal at my alma mater, the high school we both graduated from. After he got his certification and all, he got into the teaching at first, kind of exposed to that, and then worked up his ranks in the leadership roles within the school system until he got to be principal. I'll give you one other example of a high school classmate of mine who did the same thing, and she became the superintendent of the same school district, right? Once again, early on, these leadership roles, taking part of those leadership roles, helping develop the academic skills, preparing them for college, and then leadership roles after college. Colleges are about trying to help create leaders as well. They want to see that people have some of the initial background, training, what have you. So one, they're going to be effective students and be able to keep on that growth path. But they also understand that they want people graduating from their institution who are going to go into either higher education as professors and leaders in that realm, the business world and become leaders in that realm, politics, science, any realm. They are hoping that they are giving their students enough of the academic skill set and leadership skill set in order to go out and become future leaders. So they are looking for that. They want to see that that foundation is being laid before they bring you in, so they can continue that building up, that molding of future leaders. That's what they're looking for. That's what their goal is. They want to take somebody and keep adding on to that skill set that's already started, getting you ready to be a leader outside. So once again, like very good friend of mine, while in college, he became the president of our fraternity, all right? A leadership role. The Greek life, they had lots of things they were doing on campus. He's running our house, the organization, dealing with some of the finances of all that. He's further developing while in college, some of those leadership skills. When he was in high school, he had joined the ROTC program and actually did Army Reserve stuff. He did military training while he was in high school. So colleges looked at that and said, oh, here's somebody who's got some of those skills that we want. Then when he's in college, he's further developing it. Today, he is the CEO of a startup biotech company. He has actually started 5 different ones. This is like the 6th one that he's been the founder of, and now he's the CEO of it. So he's taken those leadership out into the future, into the real world. That's what colleges want to see happen. That's what they're looking for as a potential with their incoming students. We've come to the end of another video. As always, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel, so go in there and check out the other videos, my podcast and such. But I also would encourage you to check out our free webinar, and the link will be in the description of this video, but the psychology of winning. And while much of that is oriented towards athletics, the application into the real world of business and finance and even law and all of that, the lessons are applicable in all kinds of contexts. So check that webinar out today.